Here's my prediction and breakdown for UFC Vegas, UFC Fight Night, Salkilld versus Gamrot. Alright, guys, here's here's what I'm gonna pick here, okay? We're going with Juliana Miller. She's only lost to Carly Judice and some other scrubs. Carly Judice is pretty decent, I ain't gonna crap on her. She's decent. She has good kickboxing skills. Ravina Oliveira, on the other hand, just got finished by Chanel Dyer, who could be good in the future, but I don't know about that. Pretty clear cut. Nobody really gives a shit about this fight anyway. Alright. Now we get to something people actually care about. Manuel Souza. Richard Miranda. Richard Miranda, he's a dog. He has fought through a lot of adversity. He can fight. He can actually fight. Manuel Souza, he's a patient finisher. He does have that power that will knock you on your ass with a punch. He kind of reminds me of that Davison Figueiredo kind of touch of death power, but he can actually cold you with it. You know what I mean? Like that one punch randomly in a fight, like the Peter Yan fight where he was getting beaten and he just launches Peter Yan. That kind of power of like what I'm saying. Like he launches Pantoja. You know what I mean? That's what kind of Manuel Souza's power reminds me of. That it just takes one shot for him to launch you across the octagon. Or it colds you. It colds you or it drops you kind of power. You know what I mean? In a way. And Richard Miranda took L.A. Barzilay to a decision, which I do remember watching. I thought during it was closer than the scorecards looked, to be honest. Like, to me, it looked pretty close. Like, it looked competitive. Should it be competitive? I don't know. Maybe the Israeli guy was kind of decent. He was 7-0. Richard Miranda, he's a dog. I believe he trains with Cub Swanson and Larian Douglas and those guys. So he could be an interesting matchup for Manuel Souza. Drinking water. Manuel Souza, he resume-wise, Manuel Souza has Huffy, Christian Perez, who hasn't fought but is good. In a fight he was losing, came back, just like the Blagioki fight. Blagioki, Christian Perez, and some random scrub. And he beat Mauricio Huffy, who is top 10. So, and he did that 3 fights into his career, in his professional career. He beat Huffy in a fight he was losing, but it's that kind of power I'm talking about, where it just takes one good punch. One good straight, that's his punch. He colds you with it. Richard Miranda, he trains with Cub Swanson in them. Again, this deserved opportunity on the regional run. I wouldn't have mind to see him on the Contender Series. This is a very hard fight for Richard Miranda. I got Manuel Souza just because of the one-touch power difference. The one-touch drops you on your ass power. That Figueiredo power, you know what I mean? I have Manuel Souza. It's very clear cut. Richard Miranda will keep fighting. He has cardio. He could go 5 rounds quite easily. I think he was preparing for a fight. So that is like a difference maker in this for sure. You know what I mean? So, Miranda could just keep up a grappling pace that Christian Perez couldn't do, where he got absolutely starched because he couldn't keep up that grappling pace. So you could see it either way. Just adjusting my fan that's going right at me. So Manuel Souza, I got Manuel Souza finish round 2 or 3. The only way Richard Miranda wins is a decision, in my opinion. He wears damage. He doesn't really have the greatest of chins from what I saw that fight against that Barzilay guy. I saw him get dropped, I think, to a knee maybe. Maybe just fell on his ass. Amanda Lemos versus Alexa Dayanara. Amanda Lemos. She's only really lost to, like, really good grapplers. And she has a win over Mackenzie Dern right now. Beat Mizuki anyway. Beat Jessica Andrade. She has the lengthy resume. She is 40, but if we're recognizing age, it doesn't really matter in the weight classes like that. These women's weight classes specifically. Alexa Thainara beat Bruna Brazil. Molly McCant. Um, some other scrub. No, she beat Luma Lookboon. Give me Amanda Lemos decision. Maybe Ninja Choke sub. Thainara is a grappler, but I don't think she's Jillian Robertson level of a grappler. Or Mackenzie Dern level of a grappler. Give me Amanda Lemos. And Lemos has good takedown defense. She didn't get taken down too much by Tatiana Suarez. Took a round off Suarez. Made that fight pretty competitive, you know. It was a 2-1 decision. You know what I mean? So, alright, that's good. Is that good? Yeah, it's good. Sorry. Yeah, I think Amanda Lemos's takedown defense entirely is the difference maker here, for sure. I just think that her coming out aggressively will get her taken down. If she just stays patient like she did the other fights, don't pull guillotines, she'll get a decision easily. Something close to the Mackenzie Dern. Thainara can strike, just not like a good striker could at women's weight classes. You know? So, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Man, it's hot as shit. Steven Asplund versus Gilherme Pat. We'll just call him Patrick. Smoke alarm beep. Classic smoke alarm beep. I got Asplund. He trains with Thomas Peterson, who beat Pat. Asplund has the pressure, the power, the pace that Pat doesn't. Pat looked too timid in his last fight against Peterson. That just tells me that Asplund is easily going to win this. I think just a decision, maybe a finish. Second and third round finish. Second round finish. I have Asplund. I think his pace is what's going to be the difference maker. And Pat is trying to be more technical, it seems, as a heavyweight. You know what I mean? Yeah, Asplund, easy decision or finish in the second. Second round finish or decision. That's what I got. Diar Nurgajai versus Bruno Lopez. Cut Bruno Lopez if he loses this shit. Smoke alarm beep. Bruno Lopez has good grappling. Not good grappling. He has okay grappling. He can grapple. Nurgajai's biggest weakness is the grappling. It's a classic striker versus grappler matchup. I got Nurgajai. I think he's too crispy on the feet with power. And Bruno Lopez has been finished in his last two. He beat Gadziazulov or whatever that dumb guy's name was. I think it was like Omar something. Omid. Some random scrub. The guy couldn't finish Jose Medina, the Russian guy. And you're supposed to tell me that that's supposed to be impressive that Bruno Lopez beat that guy? Figure off. I guess Bruno Lopez and Kyle Brahalio beat him, but get real. Nurgajai has lost to Saudi Baldiev, another smoke alarm beep, Saudi Baldiev, and Branson Habera. Bruno Lopez has the better losses, but style-wise, I think Nurgajai could chin Bruno Lopez. If Nurgajai has been doing his grappling defense, he'll win this fight easily. Bruno Lopez is a scrub. Both guys are scrubs, to be honest. I got Nurgajai. KO. I got first round knockout. Yeah, first round knockout. Although Sterling couldn't do it in a round. Just how good is Philip Latu. No, I'm playing. Okay, don't get at me. Ty Miller versus Billy Ray Goff. Ty Miller easy. Second round KO. Billy Ray Goff doesn't have anything to do other than make it a fight. Pretty much all I see he could do. Smoke alarm beep. He literally has nothing for Ty Miller. Ty Miller he can defend takedowns. He can outstrike Billy Ray Goff. Billy Ray Goff already lost to a guy kind of Ty Miller size, and Trey Waters, not his exact size, but that lengthy reach height guy. You know what I mean? That Sean Woodson build. Where he's all legs. I'm playing. But, Ty Miller is a Golden Gloves champion. He beat Adam Fugit. He didn't look too shabby against Adam Fugit. Billy Ray Goff lost to Ramiz Brahimaj and Trey Waters. So, catch me with that shit. Ugh, mouth's really dry. Louis Sutherland versus Jose Montana da Silva. Louis Sutherland has the better wins. Da Silva here, he has literally been beating guys. Smoke alarm beep. Has been beating guys who literally have like 2 fights. I literally looked at his record, and it was literally 0-0, 1-0, and 2-0. And I'm supposed to be impressed? Catch me with that. Louis Sutherland was such a crafty guy against the blob Tuivasa. You know what I mean? Like, he was pulling guard. Who does that? At heavyweight, who does that? Put it in the comments if you know who does that. You don't. You don't know who pulls guard at heavyweight. Who does that? Go ahead. Oh, wait. Post in the comments who pulls guard like this guy. No one. At heavyweight, no one. Sutherland did get chinned by Brando Pericic. He got subbed by Walter Walker. Da Silva is a can crusher. A padded Habib kind of record. Louis Sutherland, easy decision or sub. Smoke alarm beep. Yeah, first round sub. I can see that. Just punts him with a low kick. I don't know. But Louis Sutherland definitely has the size advantage. Sutherland. I think I'm misspeaking in some of these words. Miles Johns, Jesse Rosas. Miles Johns has experience over Rosas. But Rosas is bigger than Miles Johns just because of the weight class. Miles Johns is not a 145er. Rosas is. Rosas is a kid still. He's 23 years old. Ugh, burp. Rosas, he's green. We saw it like Adrian Luna versus Bryce Mitchell. Not saying Miles Johns is Bryce Mitchell, but the young folk seem to struggle a little with these crafty vets. Miles Johns has only... Smoke alarm beep. Miles Johns lost to Felipe Lima, Jean Matsumoto, Daniel Marcos. All 3 of those guys easily could be ranked. Easily. Really easily could be ranked. Felipe Lima could have been ranked if he beat Payne Talbot. Jean Matsumoto could have been ranked if he beat friggin' Rob Font. Daniel Marcos was ranked. You know what I mean? So, that's the thing. Like, Miles Johns, he lost to Mario Bautista, ranked. You know what I mean? Like, it's these things that play factors into these fights. Like, Miles Johns could struggle here and get subbed by Jesse Rosas. But, I think Miles Johns' experience will pull him away in this fight just because of the experience. You know what I mean? Very easily, he is more experienced than Jesse Rosas. He beat Adrian Yanez on the regional scene with the grappling, That was forever ago. Smoke alarm beep. But, I'm sorry if I'm, screaming at y'all, but whoever watches this, of course. Yeah, I think Miles Johns wins. I think a 3-round decision, maybe a ground and pound finish in round 2, maybe 3, round 3, round 3 ground and pound finish or decision. That's what I got. Darren Elkins versus Yadir Del Valle. Whoa. Oh, what a... Oh, the crafty vet who's almost dead. He almost died in his last fight. Darren Elkins, don't fight, please. I don't want to see you die. It was so sad seeing him fight Julian Erosa versus Yadir Del Valle. Elkins versus Del Valle. Give me Del Valle. Smoke alarm beep. I'm fucking getting chewed up. I'm sick. Darren Elkins has the experience, but at this point in his career, he's gonna lose his retirement fight. As sad as that may seem, that's just what's gonna happen. Literally. Del Valle, I guess he lost to Jordan Levitt. He beat Conor Matthews and beat rigged ass the Bulgarian fight. He won it, but it was so rigged it was laughably rigged. It was so clearly rigged. Try to punch him on the... Catch him at that. Elkins, he almost died fighting Julian Erosa. Fighting. Oh, my cat. Just give me Yadier Del Valle. I mean, he has some punch power, not crazy amounts. Smoke alarm beep. He has like that Erosa punch power. Just, Grandpa, please retire. I don't want to see it die out there. This is his retirement fight, but he should have just retired without fighting. It's not worth it. Let's not see Darren Elkins and BKFC after this. Yadier Del Valle, first round TKO or second round submission. Darren Elkins beat Daniel Pineda, but Daniel Pineda's 40 years old and he's an unk as well. Del Valle easily wins this. He's getting a finish. Just put on your bets now. He's getting a finish. Darren Elkins isn't Jordan Levitt. You know, he doesn't have that chin no more. Moving on. Carlos Diego Ferreira versus Billy Quarantillo. Billy Quarantillo decision. Crafty, lighter man skill, smoke alarm beep is all I see. Resume-wise, Quarantillo did lose to Cub Swanson. It's Cub Swanson. He still was good at the end of his career. He arguably beat Andre Fili. Diego Ferreira. Sorry if this video is like really high pace in your mind. Apologies. Ferreira is 40. Quarantillo's like almost 40. He's 37. But I think Quarantillo still has that lighter man skill. He's from 145 going to 155. I got Quarantillo. Ferreira is crafty. Let me check something. Did Quarantillo fight at 135? I mean, 135. I mean 140. 155. What a useless feature that the UFC company has. Bro. If Quarantillo's fought at 155 already, he will lose this because I'm just using phenomenons. Skill-wise, I think Quarantillo is better on the feet. Ferreira just got chinned by Alexander Hernandez. He's aged. Quarantillo decision. That's what I got. Could get a finish out there, but I don't see that happening. You know, I could see a first round KO. Yeah. I mean, Ferreira beat Rebecca. He lost to Grant Dawson, though. Give me Billy Quarantillo decision. Moving on. The main event. Are you guys not ready for this 10-fight card, guys? I'm so excited, bruh. No, seriously. Matej Gamrot versus Quillen Salkilld. Quillen Salkilld had some issues with Yanil Ashmus. Granted, Yanil Ashmus isn't as finishable as Dariush, Hackpressed, or Anshul Jubilee, or Jamie Malarkey. Salkilld beat Jamie Malarkey in his last time out. No, he beat Dariush in his last time out. Dariush has no chin, but Dariush did beat Gamrot, I guess. You know, Salkilld chinned him. Pretty sure a fart could kill Benny Dariush's chin any second now. He's already colded. He's asleep on his bed. Um, he accidentally burped a little too hard. He's currently on the floor, out cold. He's stiff as a board right now. I'm joking. Dariush is a good guy. There's no need to clown him, but he should retire too. Gamrot lost to Dan Hooker, to Oliveira, beat Ribovic and Klein. Beating Ribovic via sub, that's pretty impressive shit. Gamrot is just so many levels above guys like that Salkilld, he needs to keep it striking. I can kind of see Salkilld grappling with him in a way to prove a point. I hope not. That'd be a really bad idea because Gamrot out-scrambled Arman Tsarukyan. Burp. But keep that in mind. Like, Gamrot out-scrambled Arman Tsarukyan. Like, what the hell? So if Salkilld tries to grapple with him, that would just be a dumb move. Salkilld needs to keep it on the feet. And he kind of... If you watch the finish over Jubilee and Dariush, it's the same kind of sloppy the 2. His 2 is kind of like curved in a way, like a curved 2. Like his fist is curved when he throws it. It's not like a very technical 2 or straight that he throws. He kind of curves that punch, and that could catch Gamrot more than a lot of people think. Because the way it's curved, it could just hit his chin. But Gamrot has really good recovery. That is not talked about enough. Like, he can survive really well. The RDA fight, he survived and scrambled well. The Dariush fight, he scrambled well. The Jalen Turner fight, he got hurt, scrambled well. The Dan Hooker fight, got clipped, got up, survived well, used the cross guard. It's those things that a veteran of the sport does. Granted, Gamrot lost to Goram Kutateladze, but Goram is like, he's the anti-grappler. He is the anti-grappler, if you know what I mean. Like, he's the anti-grappler. And that was early on in Gamrot's career. Salkilld, he lost to some guy a while ago by a sub, I think. That's usually how most young fighters lose that are good. They lose by sub or some shit like that. Salkilld has to finish Gamrot. I don't see that happening. Give me Matej Gamrot, 5-round decision or 3rd-round sub. Quillen did slow against Yanel Ashmus. Maybe that was just because he was grappling. And I don't see too much promise in Salkilld striking. Like, I don't see where he's, like, here's crispy boxing. Like, Fiziev had that striking ability against Gamrot where, hey, we could look at this. Maybe his, like, that 2 could catch Gamrot just because of its, like, curved form. Salkilld really isn't the best technically, I would say. But then again, we haven't seen too much from him technically. Like, a scrap against a good striker. This could be a push too far just looking at Salkild's resume. He beat Dariush. Moicano dropped Dariush. Oliveira finished Dariush. Dariush did beat Gamrot, so it's just these factors of MMA math does not work, so you just go Gamrot. I guess you could say Salkilld is younger, blah, 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 but what matters is the skill, and I don't really see it from Salkilld, to be honest. He's like the most mid-ranked fighter right now, I would say. Not the most mid. He's a mid-contender at lightweight. Like, he's the most mid-ranked lightweight, I would say. Like Tom Nolan is also ranked. He's actually pretty decent. He's pretty well-rounded. I just don't see too much from Salkilld. Salkilld out-grappled Ashmus, who was a bit smaller than him. Gamrot is about to be like his kind of size, so I got Gamrot. Gamrot decision or 3rd-round sub. Yeah, I think that's safe to say. Those are all my picks. This is going to be a scrap. I think this is going to be on the main card. It's going to be a scrap. It's going to be a good. Yeah, I think that'll do it for this one. You know, the mustache of Doom versus the baldness of Gamrot. Mustache of Doom versus baldness. I'm just talking now. I think this is it. It's been. Yeah, this is going to be a decent card. It's okay. You know, co-main is pretty. If this is even going to be the co-main. Manuel Souza, Richie Miranda, Billy Q versus CDF. We get to see Darren Elkins die again. I'm not excited. Ty Miller's coming back. Like, this is a good card. Nurgajai versus Lopez could be decent if it's not a stinky 3-round decision. Steven Asplin's coming back. Like, there's some. Tune into this one. I would tune in for, like, the main card. I ain't watching none of this trash, though. Skip me. You know, I'll skip that. 4-4 versus 7-4. Lowest level preliminary fight I've ever seen. Alright, I think that's it. Goodbye.